What's up, football fans? It's time for another picks and predictions for the divisional round of the NFL. And I got two things to say before we get into these four picks of mine and my predictions going forward. The first thing is 6-0, baby. You guys can check out that video for the wild card round because I went 6-0. You saw that right. I'm at 166 wins now, just slightly increasing that margin between wins and losses before the end of the year. And also, I got the second thing to say. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen? Finally, we looked amazing. A lot of people went 5-1 because they didn't pick the damn Cowboys. And gotta have some faith. This is a stellar team. We're solid. We have one of the best defenses in the league. And when our offense is hitting, Dak has the weapons to do it. We've got a running game. We've got a passing game. And we showcased it. We absolutely dominated the Bucs. And a lot of people saying Brady was going to make his magic happen. Just didn't happen. And now Brady, sorry, you're out. So no Aaron Rodgers and no Brady. I'm a happy damn camper. And this also means that the Cowboys are undefeated by Brady in the playoffs too. Just saying. Because every other time we fought Brady, a lot of people were talking about that. The Cowboys have never beaten Brady, but those were regular season games. When the chips are down in the playoffs, that's when boys become men. And we saw this. Dak looked like an elite level quarterback. He looked on fire. He looked better than Allen did. He looked like the best quarterback of the wild card round. Easy, no question. I don't think anybody's going to deny that Dak Prescott is the star quarterback of wild card playoff week. Just saying. But we're here today to talk about the next four games. Because round one wild card is done. And, most were expected. A lot of people picked against Jacksonville and they went with the Chargers. I did not. And some people picked the Vikings and the Bucs for that matter. Obviously, I did not. But now we've got some interesting matchups. First up, we have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And people don't have faith in Jacksonville. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think this isn't going to be as much as a blowout as people would expect. Same people expected the Chargers to beat them. But, that being said, I still think the Chiefs have the Jaguars number. I really don't think the Chiefs are going to lose against the Jaguars. That would be a huge upset. And I already picked my upset. I picked the Giants to beat the Vikings. I thought that was... And Jacksonville to beat the Chargers. I went 2 upsets in wildcard week. But I got to go with my gut, and I got to go with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks of his era. And he's certainly one of the best, if not the best, quarterback in the playoffs currently. So... Then we move on to the next game, which is the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. And though I picked the Giants to beat the Vikings, and though, there is something to be said, just like Miami and Buffalo. What a damn close game. I told you guys in the wildcard round, I was hesitant. I nearly picked Miami, and that wouldn't have been a bad loss to take, because if Buffalo can barely squeak out a win against Miami, well... it just goes to show you those divisional games still matter even as far as the playoffs go, and it's Giants and Eagles. I just like with Jacksonville and Kansas City, I'm going to have to go with the Eagles on this one, but I think the Giants are going to give the Eagles much more run for their money than people are believing. I really do. I understand that the Chiefs and the Eagles, the 2 top teams in the league, I get that. But... there's something's nagging me. Something's nagging me personally. I don't know what you guys think. As I said, I'm giving the Giants benefit of the doubt, but I am going to be going with the Eagles. But I won't be surprised if it's a very close game, even when the Eagles do win it. So then we move on to the Sunday games with the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. And I just talked about the Buffalo Bills. They didn't impress me at all. They haven't impressed me in the last few weeks. The last going off in the NFL, they didn't look solid. Josh Allen's sort of juggling whether he's going to be on or off, similar to how I felt about the Minnesota Vikings all damn year. Are they on? Are they off? Are they on? Are they off? It's just one of those things. And right now, I don't have faith. I don't have faith in the offense of the Buffalo Bills, and Cincinnati is looking like the stronger of the two teams. I'm actually going to pick the Bengals. A lot of people going with Buffalo. But if Buffalo can allow Miami Dolphins to score 31 points on them and almost lose the wild card round, I don't know. I think Cincinnati's going there a little bit more confident than the Bills are. Though they might have something to be made up for, you never know. And then we have the biggest, in my opinion, game of the divisional round. Not just because it's my team. Not just because it's my team. But the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Why? A huge rivalry of giants from way back in the day. If you've been a football fan for a long time, it's been a long time. It's been a damn long time. You know, when these two were the top two. You had San Francisco of the 80s and you had the Cowboys of the 90s. There was a big rivalry going on there, right? So here we have a huge matchup between two very good teams. Very good teams. And there's no Brady magic to happen with a not so great Tampa Bay team. And once again, the 49ers playing against about in the same boat as Tampa Bay, you could argue, was the Seahawks. Now we have two teams that are on the same level going in, and huge rivalry between these two teams for the two franchises for a long time. I think this is the game to watch. I really do. I think the NFC are the games to watch. I really do. The NFC is definitely the most interesting and most stacked and powerhouse of the two, the two conferences this year. And it hasn't changed in the playoffs. The Giants and Eagles is going to be a great game. Cowboys and 49ers is probably going to be a down to the last second of the fourth quarter. Now, what does this mean? Well, I got faith in my Cowboys. People said I was crazy to pick against Tom Brady. Too bad, so sad. We kicked his ass out, and now we're here in the divisional round. So I'm going with the Cowboys. If we can beat Brady in the playoffs, I think we got a little bit of our own magic starting again. So I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys up against the San Francisco 49ers to take the W, though I will argue that is probably going to be the closest out of all four games. All four. I'm talking like field goal or less. I'm talking 1 point difference, maybe 3. On who's going to win. That's going to be a tough damn game. If both teams show up as strong as they both were, I'm giving the edge to the Cowboys, but it's going to be an uphill battle. It's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a hard victory on either side, whoever wins. So those are my picks for the divisional round of the playoffs of the NFL 2023. What are your guys' picks and predictions? Let me know down in the comment section down below, and we will see you guys back here next time for the conference championships, the NFC and the AFC. Who's going to be in it? Who the hell knows? But let's see. Let's wait and see what happens. I really think that a Chiefs-Bengals AFC is much more interesting than really any of the others. Chiefs and Bengals seem like a really good battle there. And of course, I think Cowboys against Eagles that's a big one too. Though Cowboys and Giants is also pretty good. Just saying that's not a bad one either. So. But those are my picks. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you back here next week for the conference championships. All right. See ya.